Woo! Doing a little dance out here. Before we go live every day, we've got music playing, and then boom, they just pop me up on your screen. And today was like kind of one of those moving and shaking and grooving kind of mornings because it is cold out here. And you're wondering, Ken Hovey, where are you? This is the view from my front yard. I was too lazy to go in today, so I just have a whole bunch of B-roll from yesterday, and I can share with you gypsum. No, it's not accurate. I am actually in gypsum, but I do have a lot of information on Vail Mountain, Beaver Creek Mountain, and the reason I did drive in today is because the roads are gnarly, and we're going to talk about that. So stay with us. Why? Because Good Morning Vail? No, Vail Valley Live. It starts right now.
Good morning, Vail, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. My name is Meredith Kerman, and I'm here cozy in our studio located at the Grand Hyatt, which is just west of Lion's Head. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you get the alerts every time. And if you are watching live right now, you can chat in with us. Tell us where you're watching from. Ask us questions. Comment back. We love hearing from you. So get chatting. And maybe you're watching on Outside TV, Channel 17. We welcome you and are so glad to start this beautiful Friday morning off with you. Like Ken said, it is starting pretty chilly. This weekend, we're seeing full-blown winter temperatures. We have another cold front up on us. And that makes some people a little bit grumpy. But the conditions on the mountain are great, and the cold temperatures are really good for it. And spoil alert, we have more warm temperatures coming next. So let's just relish in this cold temperatures because it is going to be spring and then summer soon. So we are trying to soak in the last bit of this season. I think we have like 31 days left on the mountain. So the true countdown is upon us, which is maybe bittersweet. But let's get those temperatures and see what we're facing with today. Thank you to the outlets at Silverthorne for sponsoring this weather segment. Like Ken said, we're starting pretty chilly at the top of Vail and Beaver Creek, currently about 9 degrees on the valley floor. It's 12. It might be a little bit even warmer in Gypsum, which is a bit west from us. But today we're going to see a high of 32, and we can expect to maybe see about an inch of daytime snow, and then gear up because we're going to have snow overnight, which will bring maybe even 3 to 7 inches of snow, depending on how Mother Nature feels. But looking ahead at the future forecast, tomorrow we're definitely going to see clouds to begin our morning because we're going to see snow overnight. And then we'll start to see the sun pop out, but it's going to be a cold one. We have 19 degrees as the high. And then Sunday, low is negative 10, people. We're going to start things out even colder. But we'll see a high of 25 for today and possibly a little bit of snow in the forecast, mostly in the afternoon. We'll expect to see some snow showers, about 50% chance of snow. Winds will be 10 to 15 miles per hour. And as we roll around to Monday, it'll still be cold, but then warm up on Tuesday. Temperatures will be back in the 40s, and then it will be high 30s, low 40s for the next week. So that is a look at that weather. We had, 5 new inches of snow at Beaver Creek, 3 new inches of snow in the last 4 hours at Vail. And then in the next 5 days, we can expect to see about 9 to 10 inches on both mountains. So bring it on. We are accepting all the snow because it's just been such a great year. We hit over 300 inches of total snowfall this week. So it's just been an absolute year to remember, and it's going to make for a very fruitful summer, very green. I'm just imagining the green that's just going to pop because we have so much snow that'll be directly melted into our rivers, and we need that. So let's bring things outside, see how rosy Ken's cheeks are. because, like we said, it's a chilly start to the morning.
I heard you say maybe it's warmer down in Gypsum. It's not the case this morning, Meredith. It is a chilly
No.
one. Good morning, everyone. Good morning,
Whew.
Meredith. Good to see you.
Good to
It
see
is
you.
it is crisp and cold. It's good to see that both Vail and Beaver Creek picked up some additional snow. And for anyone that lives in western Eagle County, meaning that you are west of Walcott, down Eagle, Gypsum, and even down into Dotsero, I just have to show you this. 4 days ago, 3 days ago, this is my front yard here in Gypsum. We had grass down here, right? They could have practically played golf at the golf course down here. I mean, there was nothing here. And then that storm came in 2 days ago and dropped probably about a foot of snow here. And I've been busy plowing and digging out, and what felt like was going to be spring and summer like conditions here in Gypsum has now quickly gone away. It's not only cold, but the snow has returned. It's great for the visitors that show up at the Eagle County Airport. You know, typically this time of year, they'll pull up, oh, where's all the snow? And then you get to Vail and Beaver Creek and you see it. That is not the case this year, as we do have plenty of snow down here once again. So for the people that are, we call this the banana belt, the hole in the sky down here, Meredith. That is not the case this past week as the snow has returned. And Meredith, you and I have a great show for our viewers today. They're going to want to stay with us. I was on Vail Mountain yesterday. I have some clips to share everyone what it looked like. I was blown away at how good the snow was. We'll just share this one right now, and then we'll have one around the top of the hour and right after. Now, this is the groomed area right off the top of, chair 2, looking over toward the Gore Range and down toward chairs 3 and 4. But this is what I'm talking about. This one, the front side of the mountain going down toward 2. There were wind-blown areas where it was nearly knee-deep up there, and it was empty. There was hardly anyone up there first thing this morning. This was coming up out of Game Creek Bowl on one of the first chairs, and you can see how much snow was loaded in there. I took a couple laps. It was really good. So anybody that you talk to that was up there on the mountain yesterday will tell you how good it was, so how quiet it was, as it was a Thursday. And during spring break, I think people just slept in or maybe had challenges getting to the slopes yesterday. I know the roads were so gnarly. Driving from Gypsum to Vail yesterday, we had that wet, heavy snow. It got snow packed. It froze overnight. It was like driving on a skating rink trying to make your way, especially from Dowd Junction into Vail and then coming up the frontage road. Today, probably not quite that bad, but I've already seen some of the EC alerts, Eagle County's alerts, popping up on my phone that there have been a number of accidents. So you don't want to leave yourself plenty of time. And as you mentioned, there's more in the forecast.
Absolutely. Those are the conditions we fear most, is when it gets really wet, gets cold overnight, and then it's just a sheet of ice. You can see it even on the sidewalks. If you're nervous to walk in a sheet of ice, it's going to be the same on the roads. And
yeah, and
we'll
I was
talk
going to say,
about.
Well, I wanted to see I don't know if we have a couple minutes, if Leah could play that video just one more time. I don't think viewers would mind checking out Vail Mountain. This is the thing that was awesome about yesterday, is like there's people that go up and they don't like powder, right? They want the groomers. That was the beauty of yesterday. There were just, the most perfect corduroy groomed terrain up there. You did get a little bit of sunshine in there once those clouds broke up. I mean, first thing in the morning, it was very cloudy out there. But when you found pockets like this, and I would have to imagine with some fresh snow today, you're going to find similar pockets to this once again. So if you're a visitor here and you're thinking, oh man, no, powder's not for me, you could find a little bit of maybe to test your skills, but you can also find plenty of groomers. And I suggest people to go to vail.com or beavercreek.com and check out the grooming area. We also have that crawl on grooming. I know Leah's been up typing it all morning long so that people know it's groomed, but I mean, we have everything right now. And as you mentioned, now that we're past the 300-inch mark for the season, everything else is just gravy. Let's do this. What is your guess? How many inches do you think we'll get to? What are we at now? Like something like 309, 310, somewhere around there for the season? What do
I
you think
think
we'll
so.
get
We'll
to?
pull up the page right now. That's a really great,
Okay.
Great question. It almost reminds me of like how many M&Ms are in the jar. It's just kind of a crazy ballpark guess, but I don't know. I think I will say, man, maybe like 340.
Yeah,
Is that
I was going to go in that vicinity. I was going to say 350 this year.
yeah,
We've been
350?
on average we've been, we had a bit of a hiatus. There was a time frame that from Thanksgiving all the way through where we had a lull about a month ago, we were receiving 19 inches on average of snow a week, right? Now we're back in that about 12 inches of snow per week. And typically, March and April can be some of our snowiest months. So I would not be surprised if we put another 40 inches of snow on top of this. I don't want to jinx us, but if we continue on this trend, I mean, what were they saying? That we could see another 10 inches just this week? So that would get us up to nearly 320. I don't know. It looks fairly promising to have a big season. And as you also mentioned during the open, how good that is for spring runoff. Once the mountain closes and the sun starts to hit this, we see a deluge of water going into Gore Creek that feeds into the Eagle River, which feeds into the Colorado River. And so many people here are whitewater and river enthusiasts. And then for our visitors that come back for whitewater season, which typically goes from about mid-May all the way through August, this is great for the runoff. We could be seeing some nearly record high runoff this year.
Absolutely. And a lot of the other ski resorts are also seeing big numbers, especially Utah, California. I've already seen some
Oh,
articles saying that they're going to be extending their season. But I did see an article this week that Vail is 100% not going to extend. They're going to be closing on the 24th of April and the 16th of Beaver Creek. So don't
thank
stay
you for
hopeful.
telling me that.
Hmm.
I've been wondering that. I think as locals, we always sort of, hey, are they going to extend the season? Because some people love the extension of the season. I personally hate it. Right, like when they put that date out there, I'm ready for it to end on that day. If I want to go do extra riding, I can go hike it or take a snowmobile. And it also kind of messes with people's plans. There's people that are planning their trips, come the end of the season, whether it be with their kids and whatnot. So that's fine by me. You want to close on the date, just go ahead and do it. If you wanted to close 3 days early, I'd be fine with that one as well. Meredith, do we have a moment to chat about something?
Yes, we have all the
All
time in
right.
the world.
Well, and I'll also share with people this morning we've got more video footage of both Vail and Beaver Creek Mountains. Since I'm down here at the Hovey Casa, I'm going to take you up to the barn. I'm going to introduce you to our new lambs that just arrived at the house, and we're going to feed the horses this morning and show you what chores are like around here. But I noticed yesterday, maybe yesterday or the day before, Meredith, you were selling something on Facebook Marketplace. Can I share what it was?
Yes.
Okay, so Meredith was sharing a table, and this is gonna get our chat going. Okay, this is I've number one, I was like, oh, Meredith's selling something, so it's like an insight into someone's life. You're like, ooh, what's she selling? She's selling a table. Where'd she get that table? That's a really nice table. That's like a $2,000 table, and you sold it for like a couple $100. How irritating is it? People could chime in on the chat to sell anything on Facebook, right? Like, how many messages did you get? Is it still available?
So many. And I felt like
Right?
I almost priced it too low then because I got so many
Yeah,
messages.
everyone.
Yeah.
I love it. Even if you're like, is it still available? Yes, it's still available. Nothing. You hear nothing back from them. How tall is it? Measurements are in there. There's a photograph of it. What color is it? Are you people idiots? Like, look at the item. You want it or not, right? And say, hey, I'm showing up with cash, not Bitcoin or, you know, a dog I stole, and buy the damn thing. Like Facebook Marketplace. Oh my God. I get anxiety. My wife hates selling things there, and I just like mark it down, right? Like if it's a $500 item, come get it, man. $50. I want this out of here and I don't want to bargain. And I love hitting the sold button so that all those trolls that are messaging me nonstop, it just tells them quit. Just
Hmm.
quit.
It's a
So
cool
chime in on
place
the
though.
chat.
Yeah. Are you a Facebook Market fan or not? I mean, it is great to be able to have a platform like that, and we have such a great community that are on those pages, like Eagle County Classifieds. We get a lot of people talking, but yeah, it can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, and then you get the weirdos. And I'm one of those weirdos, by the way. If you sell something on Facebook Marketplace, I click on your profile picture. I look into your whole life. I'm like, is this person hustling me? Right? Like, do they take care of their stuff? Do they have like a cat that scratches everything? They do it to you too, Meredith. I guarantee you sold her. They're like, oh, Meredith Kirkman, let's check her out. Boop, clicked on your profile. Yeah. Don't be a weirdo on Facebook, people.
Yeah, you heard it
There's
from
my
Ken.
rant for this morning.
All right, well, I can't wait to see your little animals, your Hovey farm. So we'll stay with you. We're gonna take a quick break and dive into some headlines. But oh my gosh, you got the ride
Yeah,
too.
we're going up there.
Amazing. Well, we'll come back to you soon. Stay with us, folks.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality of care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And we are going to wow you with some of the fabulous looks that we have to share with you today from J. Crew and Adidas. Let's take a look. Here's Rachel in J. Crew. I love her navy preppy blazer with striped lining, striped pink tee, amazing white jeans, white sneakers, and gorgeous pink ribbon earrings. With her savings card booklet, it'll be $197, saving $316. Here's Enza in J. Crew Kids with her denim jean jacket, her heart filigree tee, sweetheart leggings, heart necklace, and her white slip-on tennis shoes. Whole outfit $101 with her savings card booklet. Wow, Liv, you look amazing in J. Crew sportswear line. From her fabulous striped button top, pink leggings, fleece jacket, pearlized headband, fingerless gloves, and her amazing tennis shoes with the pink and copper colors, all from the internet return. Her outfit $145 outlet, fabulous. Kate is in Adidas in her pink hoodie, pastel leggings, black tote, and her white and pink running shoes. Her whole outfit would come to $138. Okay, Rachel, you look fabulous in your amazing full-length bubble coat from Guess. You've got your fabulous hoodie with the faux fur, and look at those adorable pearl gold shades. Whole outfit with the shades, $138. Here's Kate in Adidas with this black cropped jacket, $42. It's 40% off of their jackets. Here's Liv. She's in Guess in the most amazing puffer jacket with fleece detailing inside the hood. Love the black belt and the sunglasses. Jacket reduced to $65. And her shades are only $45 from $90. Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And just a reminder, be sure and pick up your savings card booklet at the outlets at Castle Rock in the food court, at customer service, and the outlets at Silverthorne at the Colorado Welcome Center. Love is in the air, and so are the discounts that you're going to find in the savings book. See you soon.
All right, it's time to find out what made headlines for today, March 24th in the Vail Daily. We have a nice photo of my old high school, actually. Digging out. Snow is cleared off the field Thursday at Battle Mountain High School in Edwards after a fresh dump the day before. The area picked up several inches of new snow from a big spring storm. I remember performing on that field with dance team, and we would perform whether it was a blizzard or perfectly warm out. So lots of great memories there, and spring sports are fully in action at all of the high schools here. And then taking the big headline today is a slow start for Rent Local, county program to entice owners to take units out of the short-term pool with cash subsidies has a limited effect, but efforts will continue. This is a big conversation here in the county, and they're trying to convince homeowners to stay out of the short-term rental pool, and they're offering cash to do so. The program's off to a slow start, but it's called Rent Local, and these efforts are continuing. So if you are interested to learn a little bit more on how it works, you can read this article on page A3. And then for our local and region news, for the love of science, contingent of Eagle County students to compete in the Colorado Science Olympiad. So this is big news. 34 students from the Eagle County have qualified to compete in this state science competition. This is going to be on April 1st. And we have Berry Creek Middle School participating, Battle Mountain High School, and Eagle Valley Middle School. So go science. We love it. You can read more about that on page A2. And you've heard us talking all morning that the roads have definitely been creating havoc because of the storms. And so we have a heavy storm fouls local traffic on Wednesday. The Vail Public Safety Communications Center was quite busy Wednesday afternoon. They had at least 20 multiple accidents, 6 non-injury motor vehicle accidents. We had 1 injury accident, one cleanup accident, and then a vehicle fire near Minturn. So it was quite busy Wednesday, and we'll continue to see that a little bit. So just take it slow, people. Drive another day. And then our arts and entertainment weekend picks with Trisha Swenson every Friday. So we have her picks. We have the world premiere with Ballet X. We have the Stranahan Lounge that's located at the Weston Riverfront with Stoke and Rock. And then we have G Love and the Special Sauce that's playing tonight. And then we have the Yeti Hockey, which is their last, and the Beaver Creek Snowshoe Series. So we'll be chatting about all of them. But those are her picks. So read more about that on Arts and Entertainment. And then we have, of course, our hashtag Vail Live, which you can use by submitting your photos on Instagram and Town Talk. We have lots of smiling faces on the paper today. And I just love the leprechaun photo. We celebrated St. Patty's Day, and one of them is celebrating a birthday today now. But I just loved seeing everyone's green outfits on the mountain. And I mean, look at that. That is a great photo, and shout out to Brian Stein. So pick up your copy today. I was just flipping through this morning with my coffee, getting, inspired to see where I want to shop, inspired to see where I want to eat, what I want to do. There's a cool DJ coming tomorrow. So I just saw this in the paper. He's playing at the Decca Bowl, and he's from Denver, and he plays house music. So that should be cool. It's a great resource. So pick up your copy today. I think our road cams are still down, but we've been talking about the roads are a little bit gnarly. And so just take it easy. Leave plenty of room with the car in front of you. Make sure, too, if it snows, clean your car off. I think that's like my pet peeve is when people don't brush their snow off their car and their whole back windshield is full of snow. It's just dangerous. So make sure you take the time to warm up those cars. And today we are expecting to see heavy traffic from Denver up to the Front Range. It's no secret that the snow is amazing. So we have a lot of people coming up to enjoy from the Front Range. So the roads will be slowed down coming up this direction and then in reverse on Sunday. So plan ahead. You can always visit co.org, Colorado Transportation, and it's a great place to get alerts every day. And then even just searching on your Google Maps and how long the duration is, it'll always kind of tell you if there's an accident, and just kind of be on top of it so you're not stuck on the passes, because that is a normal thing around here. All right, well, let's bring things back outside and maybe meet some of Ken's furry friends.
You know what I'm saying to you right here?
Food. Hey.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey, girl!
Hey, girl.
Let me throw something to them so they don't get upset. Hold on one second. There you go. Yes.
Aww. Look at your
That
bunny.
is that's Bean. She's kind of a feisty one. That's one of our mares. And that little nugget right down there, that's Andy. And it's feeding time. There you go. Hi, Bean. Good morning. Bean is like the ruler at our house over all the other horses. She's like, like most women at my house. My houses. I have multiple houses with multiple women. Do not let my wife see that. But I do have one house with one woman, and she runs that one. And then this is the ruler of the pasture. Good morning, everyone. You know what I'm excited, Meredith, that I want to do during this segment at the end, if we could get Leah to get ready? I want to share with people the little weekly program that we do. And I've only seen it because I partake in it. I send you the videos, and then you put them all together. What people are about to see, where can they see it normally? Where does this air?
Yeah, so this airs with our friend Mountain TV. So this is going to be distributed on TV down in Denver. We also have it on Outside TV. So when we're gearing up, we see them on our TVs before we start the show. And then we're sharing them on social media. We're just trying to pick up the activity and get the information out for the weekends, what people can expect for their mountain conditions, their weather, which you do a stellar job at informing people. And then we have our gal Trisha, who's basically diving into her Trisha's picks, what the events are, what not to miss, what are the events, because the action doesn't stop when the lifts stop spinning. There's so much always going on, so we like to concisely deliver it in a video.
Yeah, I think they're great, and I just wanted to, we'll share them in just a moment. I'll do a quick weather mention, talk about conditions as well. But for our viewers, I do want them to stick around and watch this segment because I don't know that we've really ever shared this on Vail Valley Live during our morning broadcast, but they have tons of information on them, whether it be like Meredith was saying, social events, because, I mean, let's face it, who knows more about social events than Trisha Swenson? I mean, off the top of her head, she's like a walking Vail thesaurus. She can tell you exactly what dinner specials are going on, everything, right? I mean, she's amazing. And then I do the mountain reports, but we do record them on Wednesday, and then they're for a week. So stay with us for just a moment, and we'll get to that. We did get some new snow up on the mountain, but a light dusting down here, cold temperatures, as Meredith mentioned, and also some icy snowpack roads, so be aware of that. We are going to bring that segment up. The other thing I wanted to mention as we go inside the barn to introduce the lambs, and I'll let you take a guess on their names or where their names came. I'll give you a hint. This is horrible. They had to come up with names for their lambs, and two of our lambs are based on the movie series Narcos.
Narcos. I'm not familiar.
Yeah. Oh, really? About Pablo Escobar? It's pretty amazing. So, you know, what better way than to name your kids 4-H lambs after a drug kingpin? But you'll meet him and her in just a moment, and we'll go in there. But then also after that segment, I have some video clips. Or actually, you know what, Leah? Let's just do it now. We saw the video earlier that I had. I sent in another one from Vail Mountain. We'll bring that one up, because I know viewers are wondering, what did it look like out there on the mountain yesterday? I've got that. Here's another clip. This was sunrise yesterday, and very similar conditions today. Just, you know, kind of overcast, like the hole in the sky up there, some light flurries. This is a lot of what you're going to see today when you go up there early. But then by the afternoon yesterday, we did see a return to some sunshine, and then of course the snow returned again. But this is what it looked like up on the mountain going down. And I rarely do this, but I busted my phone out and took one quick video clip of me cruising down, and that was the powder yesterday in Game Creek. So if you heard about it and you're like, oh, I wonder how good it was, that is how good it was up there. So you're still going to find pockets of that. What did you think? I mean, did you ride yesterday, Meredith?
Gorgeous. I had two people being like, hey, are you up on the hill? I'm like, no, I'm working. But it was one of those days that it was kind of the calm after the storm, where the fresh snow is now like nicely groomed. So it's just, you cut right through. So beautiful. Mm-hmm. I mean, even last weekend was good. So this week is going to even be better with the snow. And then my boyfriend always says, if you want powder, you can always find it if you know where to go.
Yeah, there's spots, right? There's definitely spots. So that was a couple clips. I'll share one more with you when we come back and when we're in the barn. But if it's okay by you, Meredith, I'll send it to you and you can introduce this segment on what we do on the weekly.
Yes, awesome. Well, if you have just a short time, we're going to tell you everything that's happening this weekend. Hey Mountain TV, it is your Vail and Beaver Creek update with Vail Valley Live. My name is Meredith Kirkman, and I'm reporting from our studio here at the Grand Hyatt Vail. The big news this week is we hit over 300 inches of total snowfall for the season. We're currently in a winter storm advisory and can expect to see over a foot of snow in the next week. Here to share more for your mountain and weather report, we'll send things out to Ken Hovey.
Hello, Mountainers. Ken Hovey for Vail Valley Live and Mountain Television. And this week, I'm in Gypsum, Colorado. I'm actually in my front yard. I didn't even get a chance to go up and get after it in fresh snow because we're digging out down here in western Eagle County. What was nice and dry and no snow on the ground down here has been replenished with about 8 inches of new snow for western Eagle County, and this system is now headed to the east, and Beaver Creek are picking up more snow on the report that you're about to hear. Now, get to Vail first. They have received 3 new inches of snow in the past 24 hours. I record the Wednesday afternoon, so that's since Tuesday morning. That brought their weekly total to 12 inches. They've had a foot of snow on Vail Mountain, back into those double digits. It is great to see. They now have a 74-inch base, and also they have surpassed 300 inches for the season. Vail now at 303 and still accumulating some more from this system. All 275 runs are open and 30 lifts. That makes 100% of the mountain open, and it's open a little bit longer. Vail has extended the front side operating hours until 4 o'clock. With the change in the daylight savings and longer days, you can now make more runs up on Vail Mountain. Beaver Creek also picked up an additional 3 inches of snow. They have a little bit more, an inch more in the past 7 days, as that they have had 13 inches on their snow stake since last Wednesday. They have a 58-inch base and 285 inches for the season. 163 trails serviced by 25 lifts. If you added all of the ski runs together here in Eagle County, you'd have 438 combined trails and 55 lifts. That's a lot of action. We're going to see a continuation of snow for Wednesday and into Thursday. Thursday, some intermittent showers and some light accumulation. Friday, snow seems to be likely, and Saturday, some clouds. So we're still going to continue to see moisture in the trend and also colder temperatures. Get ready for those. 32 degrees Wednesday, dropping to 27 on Thursday, Friday 26, Saturday 17, and then on Sunday, a daytime high only expected to reach into the mid-teens and overnight lows in the single digits and possibly dipping down below zero. By Monday through Thursday of next week, it looks like we're going to have a return to sunshine here in the valley. So a lot of this stuff in western Eagle County will start to melt, but we're still going to see great snow conditions on Vail and Beaver Creek Mountains. So get up here to the high country while the snow is awesome and spring break is here. Back to you in the studio.
The fun doesn't stop when the lifts close. Lots of opera and entertainment to look forward to this weekend. Here to share more, we'll send things out to Trisha Swenson.
That's right, Meredith. If you have the energy to do anything for après ski or in the evenings or late night, we've got those activities and events for you. If you're looking for a unique way to après ski, look no further than the Weston Riverfront Resort and Spa in Avon. They've teamed up with Stranahan's Colorado Whiskey to give you a life-sized heated whiskey barrel experience for up to 4 people. And they're going to pair that with some delicious Stranahan whiskey cocktails and tastings, along with some culinary delights from Stoke and Rye, the new Richard Sandoval restaurant in the Weston Riverfront Resort and Spa. So it's a really cool experience. It's only available till April 2nd, so make sure you take part of this. Also this weekend, to commemorate its 25th anniversary, the Villar Performing Arts Center has collaborated on a co-commissioned work with Ballet X. Ballet X is the Philadelphia-based dance company, and they have put together Sid, A Hero's Journey. Niccolo Forte, he's put this together. He's a wonderful choreographer that's done so many different works, and Ballet X on its own has done over 100 of these different works. So this should be a super special show at the Villar Performing Arts Center on Saturday night. Tickets are still available, and there's special student tickets as well. Then the Vail Yeti Hockey have their last home game of the regular season this weekend. They will play rivals Breck Vipers. They'll play in Vail on Friday night at the Dobson Arena before going over to the Stephen C. West Arena over in Breckenridge on Saturday. Right now, Vail Yeti are 3-1. That's their record so far against the Breck Vipers. We'll see if they come out with a W after Friday and Saturday. The last snowshoes of the Beaver Creek Snowshoe Series happens on Sunday. They've moved locations. They'll be doing the final race up at McClark. There's a 5K as well as a 10K. Registration is on Sunday from 8:30 to 9:30, and then you'll head up the lift and go to the top of McCoy Park for the race start at 10 a.m. Don't forget to bring your Epic Pass. Otherwise, they'll be issuing foot passenger tickets for those without an Epic Pass to get up Strawberry Park Express lift number 12. Afterwards, you'll be welcomed to Beaver Creek Village for the after party, a nice warm meal, awards for the top finishers, and prizes. Make sure to get there early to get your parking all down before heading to Beaver Creek. On Friday, Agave is welcoming Love and the Special Sauce. You know their songs, I-70 Stepping Stones, Rodeo Clowns. The Philly-based band will be rocking the stage at Agave. Get your tickets in advance for this one. It's going to be a very popular show on Friday night. Doors open at 9 p.m. That's a look at just a few of the things going on this weekend. Get out there and enjoy the new snow and the events and activities that surround Vail and Beaver Creek.
Well, that wraps us up for your Vail and Beaver Creek update. If you want to learn even more, you can tune in to our show, Vail Valley Live, every morning, 7:30 to 8:30. You can catch us on Outside TV Local Channel 17 and on demand anytime on Facebook and YouTube. Have a great weekend.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
Hi, Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray of course right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
At My Future Pathways, our mission is to be the helping hand that enriches and elevates the lives of youth and families of our valley so they can reach their full potential. Through our holistic approach, our tutoring service and programming strengthen our community, develop self-worth, create opportunities, and promote values. We are My Future Pathways.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
A cold front is upon us, full-blown winter this weekend, but things will start to warm up later next week. But we are expecting to see some snow. In the last 24 hours, we did receive some fresh snow. We're currently starting out pretty cold right now, about 9 degrees at the top of the peaks, maybe 12 degrees for right now at the valley floor. We're going to see about a high of 33. And we'll see mainly cloudy with snow showers during the morning today. So we can expect to see a little bit of snow. The skies are fully overcast. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's about a 40% chance. In the last 24 hours, we did receive about 3 inches of snow. And we'll expect to see some new snow tonight. So temperatures will warm up a little bit, but it'll be 19 degrees tomorrow, low of 6. Daytime snow will have about an inch of snow. On Sunday, a high of 25, low of negative 10. So we're back in those negative degrees, which is woo. So we're going to start things out pretty cold, but we'll see a little bit of snow on Sunday as well, partly cloudy in the morning, followed with periods of snow showers later in the day. And then Monday, also about 25, -2. And then when we get to Tuesday, that's when we'll start to see the 40s back. But we still do see those low lows. So that is a look at those temperatures. 5 new inches of snow at Beaver Creek in the last 24 hours, 3 at Vail, and we can expect 9 to 10 inches in the next 5 days. Most of that snow is going to be on Saturday in the morning. So that is a look at your weather and mountain report, brought to you by the Grand Hyatt Vail. That is where our studio is located, and they have such a dynamic campus of entertainment and food and offerings. So maybe consider booking here for your spring break. There's still time. And maybe just come and enjoy some of the restaurants. There's great Yoshimi pop-up Gesner restaurant. We love it here. And there's also the Topgolf Suites, and they're doing some cool Easter stuff. So we'll keep you in the loop on what everything happens here at this resort. But let's bring things back outside and see if Ken's feeding his furry animals. And I know we're going to be talking about what we can expect to up at Beaver Creek, especially the Villar Performing Arts Center.
Yeah. You want to know the best way to make friends with a horse? This is Bobby, by the way, back
Hey,
in black.
Bobby.
That's what he loves.
He loves the mint.
Peppermint.
Peppermint.
Oh, yeah. Watch this. Bobbers. Oh, yeah. Gets his little lips on there. Can you hear it?
Look
He
at
knows.
his hair. It's
Oh.
so cute.
Bobby's a good boy. Bobby's like very special, so we keep him in a jacket at night. My wife spoils this animal more than she spoils her kids or myself. She loves Bobby. She's out there. Oh yeah, there you go, Bobbers. But yeah, we're in the barn. To our viewers that are wondering, why is Ken just hanging out in gypsum today? I don't have more, buddy. He thinks I do. Time to eat some hay. Hey. Is because I went up on the mountain yesterday and got up this morning. I was going to go into Vail. I shot a bunch of video. We'll share some more in just a moment. And I thought about going in, and all of a sudden I saw the EC alerts this morning and everything. I was like, let's just hang out in gypsum. We'll talk about the snow. We'll talk about the weather. By the way, I really like those weekly reports that you do that we aired. Everyone's probably like, did Meredith change outfits in the course of that? No, that was our tape segment. But I just think they're really important to get that information out. And I love how much detail Trisha talks about. I don't have any, bud. Say hi to the viewers, though. Oh, yeah. I love how much information Trisha gets out specifically on things that are going on the weekend. So I think we should make it a new ritual that we air those on Thursday and Friday mornings of Vail Valley Live to get it out there, because one of the things I picked up from that was the Vail Yeti hockey. Woo. This is their final game, I guess, for the season at home, going against Breckenridge. And man, this isn't like, some junior league has-been hockey players. These guys are animals. They are fast. They are big. They like to put up their dukes and get it on occasionally. A lot, and they are a lot of fun. I would highly recommend going out there. You can pick up adult beverages. It is kid-friendly. It's local hockey at its best. So I would go check it out. Have you ever been to a Yeti hockey game?
Oh, absolutely. They're some of my favorites. I'm really sad I can't go to this because I have a different obligation this evening. But if you are going to miss it, if we could go back to the schedule, there's going to be a final game that's against the Colorado Warriors. It's a charity game, and this is going to be on April 8th. And so this is a really great opportunity that supports local hockey, and so that is going to be their charity game in April. But for the season, this is their last home game. This tonight, 7:45 is puck drop. Tickets are $10 online, $15 at the door. And if you just can't get enough, or you want to show more support, you can head down to Breckenridge tomorrow, where the Breck Vipers will have their last home game. And the Vipers are our true Colorado ski town rivalry. So it might get a little spicy on the ice tonight. But as you heard, we have a winning streak this whole season and against the Vipers. So hopefully we can continue that tonight.
He knows. I love Well, I'll just show you. He knows I found one more peppermint, so that's what this is all about. That's why he's paying so much attention to me. One thing to note on there: $10 for a ticket, right? You can take the whole family out there for less than $100. You can take the whole family there, get pretzels, get beer, get beverages, take the bus home. I mean, it's awesome. Or if you're just a single person and you want to go out there. And ladies, I know that we have, what do they say here? The odds are good, but the goods are odd, something like that.
Yep.
Let's just say there's a lot of guys there. So if you're like a single woman, I'm just throwing it out there. There's a lot of mountain men. There's a lot of Carhartt there. There's a lot of guys that look like Rip from Yellowstone. So you get the idea. Let's here you go, Bobbers. Well, he's got a mouthful of hay right now. So while we're on here, if Leah could bring it up, I know we've shown 2 of the video clips so far, Leah. I did send in another one last night, another glimpse of Vail. There it is. This is what I wanted to show you from yesterday. We do want to talk about the mountain conditions. Beautiful ride up. The Snowcat operators, as I mentioned, working so hard. Give me a little wave there first thing in the morning to get that perfect corduroy. So if you don't like the fresh snow, you can find those groomers. This was a look back toward Game Creek Bowl and the Mount of the Holy Cross. And again, very similar today. You're going to see intermittent clouds that come rolling through. You'll see patches of sunshine here and there. You might get caught in a massive snow squall. I suggest having goggles today that are suited for low light conditions, but also goggles that have easily interchangeable lenses because you're probably going to get a hit with a bunch of sunshine at some period. Just be prepared for anything, but take a look at this. The video you just saw moments ago, that was only about 20 minutes prior to this video. That's how quickly it changed going across the top from the top of chairs 3 and 7 coming out of Game Creek. And it was just magnificent up there. I mean, one of the best days that I can remember, whether, again, that you want to get out there on the corduroy or the fresh powder. There was something for everyone. In the next few days, it looks to be the same. So I'm doing my best to share the mountain conditions from the barn conditions here with Bobby and Gypsum. And then during the next mountain report, they're right next door. We're going to meet the lambs. They're coming up. And I'm surprised they're so quiet this morning. They're usually up here making noise. I guess today is just the silence of the lambs.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm loving this Hovey Barn special that we're getting today, but just great footage. The mountain is so gorgeous right now. So we hope that you're enjoying it because there's only, so many days left in the season. But tonight, if you're looking for a little bit of entertainment, G-Sauce G-Love and the Special Sauce. I really don't know them. I'm not familiar, but this is an American rock band from Philadelphia. I think maybe the generation above me are big fans. Do you know?
Yes. Wait. We're going to get into this. This is another one that people can go on the chat. Okay. Number one, you're really making me feel old by not knowing who G-Love and Special Sauce is. They've been around forever. But any woman, not any, I'm going to get in trouble for these comments. The majority of the female population that is older than 37 years old at one time in their life said, G-Love is hot. And I say that because my wife, whenever they used to play, she'd be like, oh my God, G-Love, he's so hot. And then all her girlfriends like, oh my God, he's such a babe, da-da-da. So I presented to the chat, do you know who G-Love is anymore? And also, is he still hot? That's my question. I'm curious.
And especially if you're here local, you can see him live. This is at Agave, which is at the base of Beaver Creek. The show starts at 9:30, and tickets you can purchase online for $35. So really affordable. So maybe you can reminisce down memory lane, and he's here to play. And
hey, I wonder. Do you think G-Love ever sells anything on Facebook Marketplace?
Maybe.
Maybe. And we talked about that at the beginning of the show when Meredith did. I'm sure you had people like, "Ooh, Meredith Kirkman, I want to check it out." Someone's like, "Wait, that looks like G-Love. Wait, he's selling a guitar." Like, I'm going to go buy it. He just gets stocked online. Well, great to have our viewers out there. We want to remind everybody, tune in from 7:30 to 8:30 every morning here on Vail Valley Live. We do our best to get you the most information, whether it be the roads, the snow, and just some random banter about farm animals. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio. And coming up for the final segment here at the Hovey Ranch, we're going to meet the lambs, the 4-H lambs.
I love it. Thank you so much, Ken. So we have one more segment too, talking about entertainment tonight. Well, today we have a special performance at 12:30, and one of our favorite dance companies that we're familiar with that is often here with the Vail Dance Festival in the summer. They're also from Philadelphia. Their names are Ballet X, and so they have a special performance today at 12:30 up at the Villar Performing Arts Center. And this is a segment that is STARS. So it's Support the Arts Reaching Students. So this is a nice way to inspire, engage, and energize the student population. And it's a sneak peek. It's a special pricing, 15 adult, 12 kids. So this is up today. And then tomorrow is a big night. We're seeing a world premiere ballet. And this is going to be at 7 p.m. And this is called Sid, A Hero's Journey. And I actually had the opportunity to talk with the artistic and executive director of the company, Christine Cox. And she is here to tell us everything we can expect about the world premiere and the preparation that went into it. So let's learn a little more. Ballet X is back in Vail to present another world premiere ballet at the Villar Performing Arts Center this Saturday. And joining me, we have artistic and executive director of Ballet X, Christine Cox. Welcome back to Vail. I say you're home away from home. We are very familiar with you guys. So how does it feel to be back in the mountains?
It feels amazing. We just love Vail. The spirit and energy of this incredible town and region is just amazing, and it feels so good to be here. Yeah, thank you,
A
Meredith.
little different. I know you guys are typically here in the summer with the Vail Dance Festival, so we have a snowy holiday in store for you guys as it's snowing when we're recording this interview. So I know your dancers are getting accustomed to the altitude and, you know, getting the set onto the Villar stage, but it's no stranger of a stage. So you guys are making a world premiere, and this is also no stranger. You guys very much are used to doing world premieres. This is over 100 counting. Is that correct?
Yeah, this would be 119. It's crazy.
So impressive. And that's something that makes your company unique. You often bring choreographers to place new work on your dancers. So just for a little background on the company, why don't you share a little bit more?
Yes. I co-founded the company with Matthew Neenan back 2005. We were colleagues in the Pennsylvania Ballet, and it was really just our own selfish, reasons to keep dancing and exploring. And then it just evolved. The company grew, and I stopped dancing, and we have built this exciting energy in Philadelphia to commission new work and work with choreographers from all over the world to just push ballet forward, to take different angles to look at the form and create exciting new ballets that just inspire people to connect and look at ballet in a whole new light.
Yeah, I think that you guys are really stat storytelling and finding that unique movement and bringing just a human quality to the dancing, because not everyone can connect to the technique that's grounded in ballet, but we can connect to stories. And that's super excited for this world premiere because it is bringing a novel to life. So let's share a little bit more about the premiere.
This is just so exciting. We are bringing a full evening length work to you, inspired by Hermann Hesse's novel, Sid Arta. And this new ballet is called Sid, A Hero's Journey. It's choreographed by Niccolo Fonte with sets and lights designed by Michael Korsch and costumes by Mark Eric. So we're just this exciting energy. The dancers have been working for almost since September. So to finally bring it to life on Saturday at the Villar is going to be extraordinary.
I think the hero's journey is always cool to see, whether it's in a book, action movie, a ballet. So what are some of the themes that we can expect to see?
Great question. It's really a young man. It's the becoming of Buddha. So it's this young man's journey who is blessed with greatness, and he really just shuns it away and doesn't want to follow this journey, and he has to go through his own experiences to come back to be Buddha and to experience his spirituality. And it's this journey of letting go of your ego and how much the ego can play and who you are. And then through this beautiful evening and his own journey, he lets go of his ego and he finds peace and love and contentment.
Wow. Well, I know that the book is beautiful. My brother gifted me this book, and it's one of his favorites. So this should just be such a beautiful performance like the novel. I'm curious, what do your dancers do in preparation for a big performance like this? How do they get prepared physically and mentally for a performance like this?
It's such a journey when you're building a story from scratch. So like each of that process of the rehearsal, you're discovering the characters, you're letting go of the characters. So it's this evolution. You finally come back and you're getting feedback from the choreographer and from myself and associate artistic director Keating on, what's resonating, and you want it to always be based in honesty and authenticity. So these characters that these beautiful ballet dancers are taking and tackling really become a part of them. And what I think is so special about the work that we're doing, because it's created on our dancers, they're able to really bring every part of their soul and their physicality to the process. And then when you see it in person, it's like, wow, it's just magnified because it's their DNA that's made these ballets come to life. So they're very much a part of it. And then in preparation for coming to the mountains, we talk about drink a lot of water, exercise extra in ways that gets their cardiovascular going, and just be smart about preparing for the demands of being in the mountains because it's different.
It is, absolutely. We're in the high country here, and man, a story ballet I love because it just pushes the dancers to not just be dancers, but to be actors. So I'm sure we're going to see all of that on the stage. Well, keep up the great work, Christine. I wish you and the dancers and the whole crew best of luck, because it takes a whole crew to put on a show like this. So you can catch this Saturday, March 25th, 7 p.m. Tickets are online at villarpac.org. Thanks, Christine.
Thank you, Meredith. See you soon.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments a lifetime, bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpac.org.
Moet Vent for life's spontaneous, festive moments. Celebrate at the Grand Hyatt Vail.
We're at
Castile Creek and Coyote Lodge and Sporting Club. And joining me now, we have Malia Cox-Nobrega and Barbara Gardner with Live Sotheby's International Realty. And Malia, this is gorgeous out there. I can't believe that I've never been here before. Tell us about this property.
Well, it's 457 acres, Steel Creek is, and it's located in Edwards, Colorado at Lake Creek. It's in the heart of the Vail Valley. Easy to get to the airport, easy to get to dinner. 10, 12 minutes, you're in Edwards having dinner. Vail Beaver Creek Resort, so close, yet you feel like you are out in the middle of the Rocky Mountains and that you might be lost.
Well, yes, and you know what? You got so many great amenities out here just for the outdoor recreationalists and a lot of acreage. Tell us about what we border up against.
Right, so we don't only have 457 acres, we have 2 million that we're bordering Forest Service. We've got great direct access to that. But on property, Tricia, as you can see right here, we have miles of groomed trails. Thank goodness Tim and our snowcat grooms every 6 inches so that you can go and you can snowshoe, you can cross-country ski, you can take out your snowmobiles, you can ride in the snowcat. It's really just a winter wonderland.
And then the Coyote Lodge and Sporting Club, all the stuff that's indoor there too. So no matter what the weather, no matter what the season, you can do some indoor recreation.
Absolutely. If it's one of those snowy days that you don't want to be outside, you can go inside. We've got 28,000 square feet of fun inside. Oh gosh, the 6-story climbing wall, a teppanyaki bar, pickleball, golf simulator, lap pool. I mean, I could go on and on.
Yeah, it is. It's endless in there. And also a great party venue. It's a place where you could bring your family, have a big birthday party, Super Bowl party, all sorts of things here.
Really, any party. It's you could really do any party in different aspects of this property. It is phenomenal. You can have your all-important, 50 or 60th birthday party. You can have your child's 13-year-old birthday. Just depends on what you're doing, and you can just reserve them for your family, and you can have an incredible event. It really, there's no venue like it that I've ever seen.
Well, and then what's really neat is this is going to be pretty special for very few families that can be a part of this because it's going to be shared. Tell us about this.
Well, so originally one owner had everything, and the new owner has decided to keep one residence and then sell 2 other residences and a few lots. So there are only going to be 10 families that get to be on this estate and to get to share in the wonderful amenities.
Okay, well, if you want to learn more, if you want to hop in the snowcat and get a tour, or in the summertime, of course, we'll put you some kind of a recreational vehicle, go to CastileCreek.com. All right, ladies, let's take a ride. This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
The snow could fall any moment here this morning, starting off our Friday as a snowy morning. Things are also a little chilly. We have about 12 degrees currently. Our high is 32, and we could see about an inch of snow today. But overnight, we could expect to see 3 to 7 inches. Fantastic. And then for Saturday, we'll mostly have clouds, more clouds than sun. Our high is pretty cool still. About only 20 degrees for tomorrow. Winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, but we aren't expecting to see much snow. And then on Sunday, we'll have partly cloudy skies in the morning, followed by periods of snow showers later in the day, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. That chance of snow is about 50% on Sunday. And then Monday, partly cloudy skies, high of 25, low of -2. So we're starting to see those negative temperatures by Sunday, and that'll continue through Tuesday, but our highs get warmer by Tuesday. We'll have temperatures back in the 40s. So quite a vast amount of difference from -11 to 40 degrees. But we have full-on winter conditions this weekend. We have 5 new inches of snow at Beaver Creek in the last 24 hours, 3 at Vail. And if you could looking those snow totals on your screen, we are pretty steady seeing snow. So fantastic news. We also have a new alert on a crash in East Vail on Interstate 70. We can bring Ken in for this. We have a semi truck that actually crashed just recently. So this is definitely delaying our roads. We even have a picture up. Big semi trash. This is new news, so this is going to affect people. Anyone coming from Denver, this is westbound, and I think it is affecting both, but especially westbound. And you know what? This is a very classic winter photo. Unfortunately, we do see semi crashes pretty frequent, which is kind of breaks my heart. My heart goes out to those semi truck drivers. But we just wanted to give this alert for people. This is happening right in westbound. In East Vail, and then it's also pretty backed up in Idaho Springs too, at least 30-minute backup heading towards us in the high country.
Cue the lambs.
Cue the lambs. I know we got through some order of business, but look at those cuties.
Yeah, they're still a little nervous. That's why I'm set up over here and they're fed. Now they hear me talk and they're like, "What is he? What's going on?" And by the
They're
way,
literally facing the corner. They're like,
yeah,
don't make us
they're
be
like,
on camera. It's too early for this. We get
well,
it.
the thing is, so it's feeding time. This is what they get in the morning, and we just got them. These are going to be part of the 4-H program. My sons are a part of that, and I know you see that red mark on the wall back there. That's not blood or anything. That's actually spray paint. We used to have a goat that was just crazy, and we painted our goat red, white, and blue, his horns one time, and that's a little overspray that never got removed. But there they are.
Up. They're so scared to be on camera right now.
Yeah, they're nervous. It was so funny. They were all mellow right before we came on because I have all the food, and they're like, "Who's he talking to?" Anyway, but I'll give you their names. The white one in the back, that's Pablo. The one on the right, that's Tata for you Narcos fans. And then the little fuzzy one next to the red mark, that's Wheezy. And they're awesome. They're super cute. They are going to gain about 80 pounds in the next 4 months before 4-H starts. And within about 2 weeks, they'll follow us around like puppy dogs. But right now, there's Shiloh next door. Right now, they're just a little bit shy, and we earn their trust, and we'll turn them out here in just a moment. But it was feeding time. I wanted to mention something about the roads. You showed the tractor trailer there that was jackknifed and over the top, and you're like, hey, you got to be, you felt sorry for the truck drivers. My dad, who passed away a couple years ago, was a truck driver for like 40 years. And man, do those guys have it hard. It's a rough life out there. And it's got to be the most aggravating thing are people that cut off semis, right? Like they just go hauling butt past them and they go shooting across 2 lanes of traffic to get to the off ramp. Give truckers some space, right? Especially on icy roads. Don't go flying in front of them and cutting them off. And you see it all the time. Past the truck, go way past the truck and then move over because God forbid they got to hit the brakes. They're slowing down several tons of goods, and sometimes it's on icy roads. They're away from their family. So I have lots of respect for truckers, and unfortunately to see them in it. But all the time, you have people that are hating on them. I'm not saying that truckers don't drive too quickly sometimes. They're like, whatever, man, screw the truckers. They bring all of our goods. They deliver it. Just be cool out there. They're actually at work while you're just driving, trying to get to your playground. What's going on back there, guys? They don't like peppermints yet. But anyway, they'll get to eating. Fun show this morning. Thanks for understanding me not driving into the mountain today. If you wanted to, we could bring up some video. I don't know how much time we have left, but if you wanted to share a quick clip of what the mountain's going to look like today, very similar to yesterday. The difference today, though, as we've talked about all morning long, it is going to be much colder today than it was yesterday with the sunshine. So my suggestion, put the extra layer on if you're going riding today. You can always take it off, throw it in a bag and whatnot, but you'll be glad you had it. But there you go. Just a quick clip, reminder of why we live here, the beauty of the mountains, the hardworking mountain crews up there, both Vail and Beaver Creek. I mean, there is so much that goes into trying to make both these mountains as perfect as possible for our visitors. But then, of course, when Mother Nature kicks in, brings us some fresh snow, that certainly helps. And having over 300 of inches of snow so far this season on Vail, and then with Beaver Creek approaching that. There's Beaver Creek, by the way, off in the distance, right in the center of your screen right now. That's Beaver Creek. You can actually see it from the top of Vail Mountain, and then looking out to the west down toward Avon and Edwards, and very similar. But I don't know how much sunshine. How much sunshine would you think we'll see today?
Not
Meredith?
much, not much.
Yeah,
We
not
have
much.
full overcast skies and snow to be expected. So I would suggest to wear those lighter lenses, especially. But then as we get to tomorrow, we'll have a little bit more sun. So you could maybe wear a little bit of the heavier lens. And then Sunday, we have those cloudy skies back. And you'll be grateful to wear those lighter lenses on overcast days because the light is just so dull. So having a really dark red or green lens, it's kind of hard to see the snow. So a light pink, light yellow, light orange, those are going to be good lens colors for today.
And also, Meredith, I was going to say new lenses, right? Something new. I yesterday just grabbed my goggles and I accidentally grabbed my beater lenses that are in there. You know, the ones that have a perfect scratch right there. And then you're just like trying to look. It's time for new lenses. And I, just like you, I'm a big fan. I know Arnett has them in several brands. The magnetic ones, you just like pop them off and then pop the new ones right on there. Those are definitely the most convenient. And there's a number of shops that are located around the valley that sell those. And then the other thing, get a tune. Tune on your skis and your board right now would be a good idea.
Absolutely. And then I wanted to quickly talk about Opry. So we have the Stranahan's Opry Lounge at the Westin. That's going to be from 1 to 5 today. Super cool. You can have a party of 4 in a life-size barrel. Enjoy some Stoke and Rye food. This is a special exhibit on their deck that's only going to be available till the 2nd. So that's available today. We also have live music at the Cochina in the Lodge of Vail and at the Frost Bar. So if you're looking for some live music, also Red Lion will have some live music, Shakedown. We love the live music opera vibe. And then if you're interested in some ABBA, this is a musical that's taking place down in Edwards, and I have to brag about it because I choreographed it, and we had our opening night last night, and it was so special. We had almost a whole sold-out show, and the energy in the theater was remarkable. I still have goosebumps from everyone standing at the encore, and people stood for 10 minutes when we had this whole curtain call encore dance number. And I mean, Who doesn't love ABBA?
Yeah, Dancing Queen.
Yes.
This is the weirdest moment in Vail Valley Live. Me singing ABBA while my lambs cower in the back, wondering just what I'm doing. Can you imagine them? They're just like, why is he talking to whatever that device is on that tripod? Sorry, lambs. Well, you'll have to check back with us in a few weeks when they like follow you everywhere to the point of being annoying. Oh, so cute. I'm a big fan. I love.
Speaking of Dancing Queen, though, I think we're going to cue and get a little sneak preview of the show. You can catch it tonight, 7 p.m., and then also tomorrow, 7 p.m. Tickets are $10, which is really affordable, supporting local theater. And the set, the costumes, everything's coming together, and it is going to impress you beyond the high school level. And then you can also catch a matinee at 2 p.m. I know you've been wanting to dance to Dancing Queen all morning. It's been a chilly morning, so we're going to cue that up and get the vibes going.
We'll see you later.
Watch
was Dancing Queen. Join us at Battle Mountain High School this weekend for the performance. You won't regret it. Such a fun show. Thank you, Ken, for showing us your farm life down in Gypsum. It's a snowy morning, and it's going to be full winter conditions this weekend, but lots in store for entertainment. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, 7:30 for more Vail Valley Live. Have a great Friday.